There we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 4 of the Ultraviolet Grasslands. I'm your host and game master. I'm Eric. I'm EricVulgaris everywhere. And I'm super excited to get back into this. I look forward to this every week. We're only 3 of us today, as you can see. But more people will be coming through. So everyone go around the horn. Remind us who you are, who you're playing, that kind of stuff.
Hey, I'm Adam, aka Comrade Vesh, with my mule, Comrade Vesh. And we are holding the last remaining serious amount of carrying space on this expedition because we only have one remaining zombie with handcart. And so we take that as a serious responsibility. How about you, Sam?
I'm doing well. I'm Sam. I play Harold Father. I haven't found the title for him. I felt like he needed a title, and I couldn't come up with a title. His name is Harold. Essentially, he worships the god of money, and you can just kind of picture him as Joel Osteen. I think that's applicable. For all of you Joel Osteen fans out there, you're probably not watching this. Let's be real. How are you doing? I actually don't know your ex. Grant, that's right. I know your character's name. I was like,
no, right?
What's up, Grant? Yeah, I'm an expert.
Hey, everybody. My name's Grant Ellis. I'm an independent content creator for tabletop role-playing games. I'm returning to the Ultraviolet Grasslands with my member of my RPG pantheon, EricVulgaris at the helm, and I will be playing Lochloin, the Cogflower Necromancer lawyer, who's got no plan, no girl, and no pupils. We're ready to sail. My eyes are open.
I thought you meant also students. I thought it meant your skeletons as students as well. So it works. It works double. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Lauren messaged me before the game and said, she goes, "You got no plan, no girl, and no pupils." And at first I was like, I never took any students. Is this a movie reference? Is this Amadeus? Amadeus.
Oh
pupils
God.
either.
Yeah. Oh, we love Lauren. Lauren will be back next week. They're just dealing. I thought it was pretty suitable for their character to be down in dealing with Mother for the time being and seeing what happens from there. But anyways, let's do a quick little recap and then we'll jump right in. Okay. So the party headed west last week towards the Porcelain throne, leaving the steppe of the Lime nomads with 2 new traveling companions, Noturna, a mysterious ranger with the still beating heart of something called Mother, and an ostentatious preacher of the green god with apocalyptic visions, our herald here. We watched Noturna meet with Manycrack's 5-body, one of the polybody princes of the Porcelain throne, and make a deal for the party. 1 fresh body for Mother in exchange for some fish amulet found in an abandoned pleasure estate called the House of Rushamon. Well, the party found the estate, and they found its owner, Rion Celestini, dead of a self-inflicted ray gun shot, but things didn't really quite add up. The party didn't really have time to see what was going on as hairy devils descended onto the place. They tried to leave, sacrificing their skeletons. Rest in peace. Except for one of them, right? So the party was able to get away, though, carrying with them an expensive statuette, a fancy ray gun, and the fish amulet. And for the last and sole surviving skeleton, a serious case of survivor's guilt.
Oh, way to humanize him right at the end, Eric.
I know. Got him. So we're down and out on the Porcelain throne today. So we're not going to necessarily pick up, snap right back where we were at. It's upkeep time, so imagine maybe, days have kind of gone or resting. We're going to kind of approximate things here. What I'm doing is I've kind of stolen a little bit from, Apocalypse World lifestyle stuff. And this is what we're going to do here, right? So there's no loans to freebooters, Wegerbonds, or adventurers here. So how are you all going to pay for your expenses is the question I have for you. And I have sort of 3 options for you to tell me what you want to do individually here. And we can kind of zoom in on them as we go. So the first one here is you have to spend 100 cash to live with respect. If you choose this option, something good will come about it. All right. If you choose the second one here, spend 3 cash to live as a slave, you're guaranteed something bad will happen. Or number 3, you don't spend any money at all because someone else has paid you for your lifestyle here, and in exchange, you did a gig for them. And from that, if you want to hear about the gigs, choose that option. But keep in mind, you got to pay to play here. If you want to hear the gigs, then you chose the gigs.
I chose the gigs.
Okay, we have our first
Notary?
victim. Lockloin. All right. Someone else has paid for you in order for you to do a gig for them. They're gonna cover your lifestyle expenses. All right. Here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna pick the job you do not want, and then make a charisma check. If you succeed, great. You get to pick from the list. If you fail modestly, it's not the job that you don't want, but I will still pick as the DM. But if you whiff real bad, it's definitely that job. Okay.
Just go full Apocalypse World on it.
I am totally doing it. All right. Hear me out of here. Okay. So here's your gigs around the throne. You're working for. Here's number one. You work for Citrus Clan the Citrus Clan prodigal father. Their alchastronomer, Sorbeck, needs you to raid a waterlogged quarry to get some poisonous toads. The trouble there, you've heard that the toads are pretty grotesque and like to live in some weird material. Number two, you are working for the Dalmatian-headed Rex, who wants you to hack out a biomech tribe signifier out of a biotribe corpse obliterated by column defense golems. So you have to go sneak out into the craters where there's these giant heads floating around, or not floating, standing up on obelisks or so around the porcelain throne. That have heat rays. You have to go under those things and go pick loot some bodies there. Number three, you're working for Rainbow Inquisitor Ernadar. They need you to extort and retrieve a signed confession out of a traveler, Lazaro Romero, for his part in a murder. Number four, you are working for Cyrus Sensible, who wants you to go graffito the Black House, an exclusive club for the rich and conservative. Which of those sounds good?
What was I supposed to say? The one I didn't want to do?
Yeah, sorry. Which one sounds absolutely horrible?
They're all pretty bad.
Yeah.
I most likely don't want to commit any acts of vandalism, though. The second one would be I don't want to get a confession out of a murderer. The third one I don't want to do. Essentially, you did them in reverse order for me, so I don't mind the toads as much. I don't like biomech signifiers. I definitely hate getting confessions out of people. Yeah. And yeah.
Okay then.
Toad.
So the one you absolutely don't want is to go graffito the Black House.
No, I don't want to do that.
Okay, make a charisma check for me.
Well, I have 4 charisma. This will turn out great. Okay, let's do this. And a success!
Success! Oh my god! Okay, you get to pick the job. You get your choice of job. It's not that one. You get to pick it.
Now I'm gonna go get the toads.
All right, go get the toads here for me. So what's going to happen here, because this is like not the actual game part, this is kind of just like upkeep and stuff, we're abbreviating. We could do like a whole session about getting toads, right? But instead,
Yes.
this is just the downtime gig you'd perform to just make it here, rather than be a slave, right? So while you're here, you have to the big challenge here is out at night. Getting these toads again is like the weird water that they live in, and oh yeah, they're poisonous toads, so they're obviously poisonous here. So describe for me, as you're like out in Potsherd Crater here, how you would try to capture the toads and not get poisoned.
All right.
Ultimately, this is just so you know, this is going to boil down to a single check, and if you succeed, then something good's going to happen, and you're okay. If you fail, it's going to be wild.
So, he's gonna hate that I do this, but my old crab Schmedley, we put him in a glass jar and we set it out. There's a lid on top with holes poked in, and yes, and we set him on top of the mud, and then the toads see him. The toads come to go get him. They flick their tongues at him, because Schmedley, even though he has pinchers, he looks soft if you're a toad. And then I come around with almost like a puffin catching net. I've got like a 10-foot pole with a catcher's mitt on the end, and I just squat down on the toads and pull them back.
As you're pulling them back. Okay, so it sounds like this is You need to get the drop on them, so it sounds like dexterity to me, right?
Yeah.
Um,
So, come on, Schmedley, don't fail me. Okay, let
Make
me
a
move
dex
some
test for me.
windows around. Yeah, because success.
You avoid the poison. Good job. Okay. Then you have survived and you're okay. Go ahead and you have earned a contact. You have earned the Alkastrometer Sorbeck as a contact, or if you ever look around for somebody for jobs or gigs or need a favor, totally add them to your list. In addition, you haven't made money or you haven't lost money, as all of it's gone to your expenses, but you're not like in the hole.
Good, because I was the 0 because.
Actually, roll a d6 for me. You succeeded. You did extremely well despite your status.
Okay, yeah, let me roll it and roll 20.
Yeah, roll a d6, and that's the extra amount of coin you get as a tip. Cool. Two extra coin. Oh, Lindy, everybody. Hey, welcome. So glad to have you. Thanks again for the raid. Cool. So we are one job down. We are doing our downtime turn for those who are just turning in, as everybody is down and out on the porcelain throne.
As down as our time is going to get, maybe.
Yeah. Cool.
Gig me up, Eric. Though.
All right, Adam.
I'm in. I need to remember those first two, though.
I got some other gigs on the list too, so everyone's getting more options here.
Well, Graffito is the one that I really want, so keep that one in the list.
Remember, you can work for a dog-headed anarchist who wants you to go hack out the biomech tribe signifier out of a corpse. So basically, cut off a cybernetic arm from a corpse in the middle of a field with a bunch of death rays around. You can graffiti the black house. Or you could work for Celadon Tenbody, one of the polybody wizards here, the Porcelain Princes. They want you to spy on a slave that they think that they might be like trying to form sort of like an insurrection or like switch sides and work for another prince.
The 10 body's the one I don't want for sure.
Okay. Charisma check.
Bum bum bum. No.
Ooh, okay. You failed. But you failed by exactly 5 and not more than 5.
I was hoping that was the threshold you were using.
So because of that, you've just by the skin of your dwarvish teeth, your sweet communist teeth, go ahead and you get to pick the gig. Or excuse me, wait, no. I get to pick. I get to pick the gig.
It can't be the horrible one.
But it's not being a spy.
Yeah.
I'm
totally happy with this.
I really think you should. Everyone would be like, Eric, you're being very generous here, but you know what? I totally see you getting paid to graffiti a block house. That makes perfect sense. Let's go ahead and do that.
I'd be in for either of those. Those are very Comrade Vesh things to do.
Yeah, let's do that one. All right. The trouble here is to get out to the black house. The black house is out on a lake here.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna have to go swim out there. Which will probably
I can't
be
boat.
fun. No, you could boat out there. The real issue though is that there's been a sightings of a wild ultra out here, and you have to avoid sort of the traps the rich have put out to stop it. So there's sort of like anti-ultra devices around. If you can bypass those, you can make it to successfully graffiti the house.
Well, the ultra doesn't swim though, right?
No.
The ultra is floating. Well, then I might as well swim.
Okay.
So that'd probably be a con check, though.
That's a con check. That definitely sounds like
I think I probably should boat then.
Okay. Good. All right.
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll need a boat, and I've got a disguise, so I can disguise myself as being one of the people on the island. Maybe make my way past a couple of things.
Okay.
That way.
That sounds like a deceive check. So it's probably like charisma, right?
Sure.
Using a disguise. You have to give back
Sounds
the disguise.
okay to me.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's my disguise.
Well, if you succeed, maybe you get to keep it.
Okay. We'll see. So charisma check. Let's go.
Yeah. A fumble. Oh, okay. That's a fumble.
All of the Vesh family disguises actually make you look like an ancient Marxian dwarf.
You just look like
because
Karl
all the
Marx.
disguises are the same, so that we can be equal. And I
Oh,
didn't
God.
think this entirely through. I think.
Hold on. So it's like, does someone smell communism? Right. No, but so what actually? So the disguise gets turned around, but the camera still pans on the blockhouse as we see you trying to sneak under here. However, you totally trip one of the devices set up for the ultra trap.
Sure.
Can you go ahead and roll? I'm gonna be.
I'm gonna try and slip through dexterously.
Oh no, you failed, my friend. You're subject to the trap.
It's worth a try.
Can you roll a d6 for me, please?
Oh boy.
1. Can you roll another 1d6 for me, please?
No, I don't think I can.
A 3. Okay. So instead, you do that. However, go ahead and mark on an ability, like as an ability for now. You get surged with a sense of radiation from like ultraviolet radiation from the ghost traps. So you're now glowing.
Glowing from UV radiation.
Yep. You're a light source now.
Worth it.
That extra 1d6 there, if you would have rolled another 1, you would have earned a mutation. So that's pretty good, Joe.
I'm so okay with this.
All right.
A glowing thief. It's going to be really
Yeah.
useful. I have a feeling.
Cyrus demands his outfit back from you. So
Womp womp. Sam.
Yeah.
Sam, what you doing?
I'm gonna the guys that are many of them, the leader guys. I'm gonna do whatever they want me to do.
Celadon 10 body.
Yeah, that's it.
Cool. You need to disguise yourself as a slave and live among the slaves and basically narc out Piscaro, one of their slaves who might be causing trouble.
But only if he passes the charisma check.
But only. Oh, that's right. That's the one you don't want. Forgive me. I'm
No.
super
Oh
nice.
shoot,
Yeah,
no,
That's the one he wants.
That's
I don't know
what
which
he's
one.
The
I
other
don't-
one.
Wait, yeah. Can you give me the
Yeah.
rundown of the list
Yeah,
again?
right. The Dalmatian-headed anarchist hacking out the biomech insignifiers. The Rainbow Inquisitor Ernadar wants you to extort and get a signed confession out of somebody.
Ooh.
The Celadon 10 body wants you to sneak and live among the slaves and find a spy for them.
Okay.
Or you can work for Fluffles Dipuska, a renegade violet cat who wants you to assassinate Nebessa de Serpens, who's a citrus nomad out in the orchards.
Okay. The first one, Dalmatian head guy. No go. Don't want it.
Okay.
That's Bush League. Don't need it.
Okay. So you don't
What
want
do
to work. You don't want to work for the dog-headed anarchist.
No. There's
Okay.
no such thing as anarchy. It's a false positive.
Not the cat assassin, as Adam points out in chat. Okay. Make a charisma check.
By clicking this button and then
Yeah.
going normal and then modifiers as well. Hey.
Hey, you succeed. Awesome. So it's not that one, and you get to pick the job. So do you want the one that you really want?
Ooh.
You want to go sneak as a slave?
No. No,
Yeah.
I don't. Shit.
You want to go kill a nomad?
I got the memory of a goldfish. What was the other one that wasn't nomad nor 10 body?
The Inquisitor.
Yeah, and kill the guy.
No, you want to get a signed confession out of somebody who wanted for murder.
Yeah, like I said, kill the guy. Yeah.
Oh, is that the plan? You just want to kill him?
You can forge that signature.
That's how policing works, Eric. Don't you watch the news?
Oh, that's right. He was resisting arrest. I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah. Well,
That's why they get they need
he
body
wasn't.
cams here.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's my question for you then. This is interesting because this is one that has a little bit more wiggle room
no.
than say some of the other ones here.
Okay.
So he Lazaro is willing to cooperate. He will promise you a gift if you would be willing to let him go. He promises you that he in his travels he was out in the around on the Long Ridge.
Mm-hmm.
He was around where the murder took place, but he promises he's innocent. And what happened is he died out there, but a wild ultra brought him back to life called Life is a Game. And he won his life back from that ultra. And he can tell you a trick on how to like win your life back, or something else from him, like how to beat Life is a Game.
Okay.
He promises you this if you let him go and not have a signed confession.
What Ten Body is just no wait, I'm not working for Ten Body. No, who am I
Rainbow
working for?
Inquisitor Ernadar.
Yeah.
The Rainbow Inquisition is kind of like what Sage's character is, like a Decapaladin ambassador. Like the Rainbow Inquisition are kind of like, oh wait, you're a Cogflower. You're a Cogflower priest. You're from the Emerald City, so you know these people.
So many
these
of these words are
these are
nonsense.
literally like the IRS. These are like I know these are words. This is like the IRS / Spanish Inquisition. Okay.
Okay.
You know these people well. These are people you
and
don't want on your
they're
bad side. They will
offering me-
hound you through the if
Yeah.
you piss them off.
Okay, yeah,
they will hound you through the entire grasslands and arrest.
Yeah,
till
I'm
you're
gonna
arrested.
force a confession out of this guy.
Okay, you're gonna force it anyways.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So then make a charisma check here as you force him here, right? Like no, or what does it look like? How do you force him? Is it like do you like tackle him and bring him down, or is it like convince him to reason to do it?
Please. I will promise poor
Intimidate 'em?
people. I will promise poor people everlasting wealth if we lynch them. If they help me lynch him, yeah. I don't actually get my hands dirty.
Oh, so you're gonna
Yeah.
go bribe a mob?
Yeah, I'm a preacher. It's what I do.
You know, that's entirely fair. Okay. Charisma test. I think that's advantage because it's literally. I mean, you are. That's what you do.
Yeah, yeah. I'm standing up on a box somewhere in the market, or probably outside a bank. Let's be real. It's more metaphorical that way. And yeah, I probably like shove the papers off of some sort of banking thing and stand up on it and start shouting out. And no preaching is good without the tossing and relinquishing of my own monetary wealth. So I'm actually going to /preach /bribe whatever crowd is here with like, we'll say like 4 coins. I don't know how much that is.
I mean, they're a bunch of slaves, so that's probably fine.
Okay, is 4? I don't. Yeah. Okay, we'll say 4 because that puts me at a nice 15, and then I'll do charisma difficulty normal 0 yada yada.
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay.
Hey.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
They have killed Lazaro.
Well, not before the confession, right?
The Inquisitor is fine with you killing him.
Oh,
That's
okay,
fine.
cool. All right, yeah. Then, yeah.
He's
then
not as happy because that means you can't torture him later. But you know that's okay.
Mhm.
You can mark Rainbow Inquisitor Ernadar as a contact for successfully completing your mission.
Sweet.
They speak to you. Yeah, they speak to you in the sort of an environment, kind of like a proud way. I picture this guy as kind of like has a monocle and like kind of like a Monopoly man / ranger. So he's got like rather than like a top hat, he's got like one of those like half hats. You know, that like Outback hat with like the side of it up.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
talking about it's like, but it's like a
Yeah.
top hat with that up, a monocle, and like a long rifle and stuff. And he's got like a butler, you know, like tuxedo suit.
He's like the guy from Fallout 4. One of the
I don't know.
companions you can get. I don't know.
Sure.
The Minutemen guy. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with that. Sure. And yeah, and you know, he's like,
Yeah.
thank you for your service. Tips your hat to you.
He goes, just don't forget that wealth trickles down. Don't forget us lowly people.
If you don't excuse me, Father or preacher, I gotta go. And he pulls out a big old list. You see, there's like marks one name off of a huge list. Like, I gotta go see some other people who are about some debts. Head off.
Sinners, a lot of them. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of sinners. There's a lot of sinners for Inquisitors.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. So you've all sort of paid up. That's sort of the montage of the life of what you've been doing the past few days to survive here. So what's gonna be the play? You guys are what's gonna go on?
Great question. Harold wants to get to the final place as soon as possible. And Harold would stress this fact.
So we can head out without food and then deal with foraging on the way, and probably all die. Or we could try and find a way to get some food here for at least the trip to the next section. Which would be where would we be going?
Kalessarai.
Yeah, so that's another week.
Mm-hmm.
How much for a sack? around here.
Eric,
if I
sir.
buy one.
Oh, that's a good question here because the person who purveys sacks would be Cyrus Sensible. So Veshka might be able to hook you up here. He would be willing to pay the going rate for a sack of supplies. So I think a sack of supplies, as the book says, is like, what, 50 coins or something? No, it depends on where you are, I think.
Yeah, it is certainly area dependent. It would be. So you'll have to make up a hack, Eric.
I was gonna say. So if we wanted to figure out math and conversions, so my character
he's got him on the cheap. You're good.
Because I was figuring if I had the two coins left over from that work I did, get a sack, trade my money for food.
Yeah, so it's only going to be, I think it's 10 gold a sack. Or 10
Rocking.
coin.
So we currently have 2 sacks of food. We need 3 to make it that week unless we get delayed. If they've got them cheap here, we might pick up more, but like I've got 4. I guess I sold those chitin caps, didn't I? Just for hyper cheap, and I didn't make any good useful profit off of it.
Since you have the in with Cyrus, Cyrus tells you that he has three sacks ready to go for $10 each.
I think we should take all 3.
That's a good point. Can I let Inquisitor in on my chosen path and like request assistance in the form of food and another boy part 2?
You might have to fill in chat so they don't think this is some really weird game.
Well, are you serious?
Are you so donating isn't really a thing?
Yeah,
so
but if I can convince him that I am the chosen one, which I believe that I am, capable of, saving the universe, then he would, his wealth is meaningless if he can't make it if the universe is over.
Okay, you have to convince him. You have no signs of the apocalypse.
Yeah, because my book is an asshole.
Yep. So this will not be like I'm pretty sure this is at disadvantage because you'd have to really convince him. Like, no, hear me out.
But before that happens, I'm going to pay 30 for.
Yeah, you're get your
sacks.
coins. Yeah, get your sack. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying not to spend money. That's really what's happening.
Yeah, you go ahead and try not to spend money. I'm going to make sure we don't all die. Go for it.
Shit.
Well, that's enough. That's a perfect fumble.
Oh my god.
I feel vindication.
So I think what this looks like is
no.
The Inquisitor like puts the gun on his shoulder and like takes off his hat, looks at it, see it's dusty, but throws off the dust, puts it on, adjusts his monocle, looks at you, and he's saying, "Son, is a preacher asking for a handout? That sounds pretty heretical." And like gets his gun and like cocks it.
Oh jeez.
And he's like, "I'm gonna need to be taking that headdress."
Not the headdress. No. Anything but the headdress.
Hand it here, son.
Oh no. I think like the scene is like Harold's like so abashed by that's not the correct use of that word, but I don't care. He's so surprised by this, he falls back and like starts crawling away as fast as he can.
Yeah.
No, not the headdress. I'm so distraught. As a player, I'm so distraught over this headdress.
He stands on your cloak, making so you can't run away.
Oh no.
Now I'm not gonna ask you a second time.
Harold is crying too much that he can't talk.
He gives you, so I think it's a smash cut to you back with the group, only you get his top hat. And he's walking out with his giant headdress whistling.
Yeah.
You look so sad.
I like walk up to the group and like I'm wearing this like stupid hat with the flap on the side. I'm like super upset even though I'm well shaded. And I just look at the part, I'm like, don't ask.
Yep.
Yeah, and as the party like looks away, I like look down to this book that I have in my biomantic, which I still don't think is a word, hand, and I look at it and I go, "You're an asshole."
Vesh won't ask, but he is wondering if you got promoted.
Vesh, at this point, Lochloin would go to you and place his 2 coins in your hand in memory of his pupils, and just remember that this money's for the people and for the other Veshes.
I'll place it into the investment fund.
Yeah.
So, 2 things that happen now, because I just randomly rolled. One,
Oh, no.
Sam. No. The book actually begins to speak non-nonsense again. It begins to whisper prophecies to you, and
Oh my
apparently
gosh.
there was a clue waiting for you in the last Sarai, as it goes blah 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 blah.
What the fuck? I
Journey
break
to
down
the
in
last
tears.
Sarai for your first clue.
Blah 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 blah. Something like that. So go ahead and do that.
Harold falls to his knees and the book like splays open.
In
And
your
he just keeps sobbing.
in your darkest hour, when you feel the absolute worthless individual you've ever felt without this hat, this book calls to you and gives you a clue. Cool.
Okay. The party. We need to know. We all need to know where this final
I think-
place is, right? Or we
yeah.
all need these clues, right? That's a party.
Well, I don't think you haven't really told the rest of the party about your apocalyptic visions.
Yeah, when you talk about we, no, the we doesn't.
Yeah. Also,
Wait.
yeah.
Okay.
No, that was it was just that, yeah, they don't know about your apocalyptic visions. But 2, I think to modify the prophecy kind of thing like that is like to save the world will you must sacrifice a lot is kind of like the gist of it. So like you losing something maybe spurred the prophecy, right? I'll just go with something like that.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
You must be willing to give it all to save everything.
So party motivation wise, you two, what are you two like out?
We
I'm a
don't know
mailman.
anything about that. we have nothing to do.
Are you guys? Are you just wandering right now?
No. Lochloin, go ahead.
Okay. So Lochloin, first off, I think we have this cat coffee that we're looking to deliver in Last Sarai.
We do still have some of it left. Yes.
I'm delivering a yeah, we have Are you guys kidding me?
It's so unimportant in the scheme of things.
What's good money? And then I'm delivering a letter to Lady Toreta Cosmonata, the wine vampire. My law firm has sent me to go deliver this letter, and it was very important I do that.
Serious business, Sam.
Yeah.
And then Vesh is setting up a business venture out here as soon as we can find the right black gold location.
Right.
So yeah, we have nothing to do with your thing.
Okay, none of this is all okay. And so what I received just to so I have some idea what I'm actually receiving. I have a clue that I need 3 of, right?
Yeah, you don't know what the clue is yet, but you've heard from your book that a clue can be found in the last Sarai.
Which is what?
That's the place we're going next.
Oh, okay. So
Are
then
you going to
Harold,
bring out the end time?
don't worry about it.
The opposite.
It's
Stop
the
it.
opposite. Yeah.
Cool.
Cancel
Yeah.
the apocalypse.
The
Yeah.
beginning time.
It's the time where money has no value.
Whoa. Vash is like, sign me up. Where's that one?
Yeah, well,
I don't tell. I'm not telling you
I am
guys.
in.
Oh.
As long as their motivations are like we're going to Last Sarai, Harold
Okay.
is zip and
Oh,
walk.
but it'd be so
That's right.
funny. It would be so funny if you're. It would be really ironically funny of being like, you want us to go to the time where there is no money. He's like, hell yeah, I help you with that. Let's go. That's what I'm doing too,
What
brother.
guy is this?
Communism forever. And you're just like, what? No, that's what I'm talking about.
All hail Marx. All right, so I didn't get food. I didn't get boy, nor did I get boy part 2. So I guess I will. I can't. I'm not going to buy food. I'm going to risk it. Screw it. I'm going without food.
Okay.
I'm going to mask.
That is very risky.
All I don't know yet, so we'll see.
Lochloin would step in and insist that you eat. I've done foraging for you, good preacher. You ate the armadillo we caught. You gotta eat.
It is only the fool that refuses charity. And I obviously accept your charity.
Okay.
I accept free things.
I'm counting your calories.
I have another good little news for you. So the caravan facts, because you guys spent some downtime here for the days and stuff like that, that's all been reset. So you're like, in terms of your pace, you're not on track to eat another set of supplies as soon as you leave here. By being down and out here and hanging out, doing these gigs, that has reset to 0. But Yogan,
okay with that.
Can we zoom in before we head out with a scene as Yogan's getting set up again, and like Yogan's kind of holding his wheelbarrow, and Yogan's really, really quiet and sullen, more sullen than usual. Like Yogan for a skeleton was kind of like the top shit and very happy. However, not so much anymore. Now they're just like bad posture, sloop down.
Can I straighten their potato sack tabard that I made for them? And I'm gonna give them.
Before you do any of this,
if they could sigh, if a skeleton could sigh, the skeleton would sigh.
Lachlan, I probably also take you aside as I'm loading those 3 sacks of food, and I say, I got room for that cat coffee on here too. So we don't really have to wait for the intern if you don't want to.
I'm gonna make him push me along. We're gonna find some treasure on the way. We gotta keep Yagan. We gotta keep him. He's family. I'm still gonna put like a red streak on his back to mark him. He's survived. He's the survivor. I think a circle.
It just sits there.
Yeah. This skeleton may be useful. We can't leave them here.
Okay. So then,
as I sacrificed all the others.
So Yogan's going to mean that you travel at a slow rate.
Oh, you know what?
Which means you roll. For me, I like to roll a d4 as an extra random amount of time it takes. Very slow is a d6.
Like really, you could carry him, and we'd make better time.
Yeah,
that's what I was wondering. If I can
slash him to the side of the wagon.
Well, yeah. Well, there's some things that you do that. Maybe we can mount him on the front like a boat. He could be on the mast. I'm flying, Lochloin. Yes. I'm thinking. I'm thinking. Okay, guys, this is going to be like an old Yeller scene, and Eric seen me get emotional, like dismissing familiars and stuff before.
It's true. I do this to you every time.
I know. So I'm gonna brush the skeleton's head one last time.
Push the hair out of its eyes.
There's no hair.
I know. It's just it's a figure of speech.
I'm gonna run my hand down its gaunt skull, and there's not going to be any song, but I'm just gonna say, it's time for you to go back to the firm. Start heading back. You know the way. And as he leaves, I'm going to play like the traditional juice harp, just doing, 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 doing. Walk away, sad.
As it just in cadence rhythm. It like so Yogan, what it does, it straightens up one last time.
So sad. Oh man.
And just marches off.
We're gonna find their bleached bones at some point along the trail, and I'm gonna feel so bad. But they'll be with their siblings. And
I got plans for Yogan. Don't worry.
We're all gonna die because of this one moment. That's what's gonna happen.
Oh, Chad asks, does he look back one last time? You bet your bottom dollar he does.
Yeah, and
he looks back, but you
have to white fang your own skeleton.
Lochloin isn't looking at that moment, and then he looks forward, and then Lochloin looks back, but the skeleton's not looking back. And
we leave.
Yeah.
Gosh, Somebody play Starcross with me where it's Yogan and Lockloin, the skeleton. Never mind. I'm getting in. I'm walking the wagon now. That's my sad moment.
Okay. Cool. So that is not cool. That is awesome. The that is a sad time. So what happens? You guys are following sort of a trail of porcelain walkers going out on patrol. These are some of the Porcelain Prince's pleasure walkers. Imagine, if you would, like sort of like giant palanquins, right? Like or think of something like the giant elephant out of Lord of the Rings, right? Like those giant oliphants or whatever. Megafonts. Only these things are made out of ceramics and porcelains, and so all of its legs look like an atlas, like holding up this giant elephant creature thing, right? That's all made out of ceramic stuff, and they sit on top of it as like that little like moving pleasure yacht as you all kind of walk under its shadow out of here. Cool. So then we have the montage of traveling.
Do we have the montage of traveling with Lockloin pushing that handcart?
Oh yeah, Yogan had a handcart. What's going on with the handcart?
Well, really, it's a glorified wheelbarrow. They've converted.
Up to you. It's not my handcart.
Yeah. You know, May It Be from the first Lord of the Rings movie is like playing in my headphones that aren't there, as I'm just like I'm pulling this wheelbarrow along behind me.
You're dragging the wheelbarrow.
Okay. You put that handcart on your character sheet.
It's coming
because I'm not going to put it on the caravan sheet.
I got it.
You're the best.
It's mine.
Oh my god. All right. Let's do some weather, and then also we get to do our beginning of our calculations. Oh shit! You guys leave under dark clouds. In fact, it's threatening storms and heavy rain.
Play some Ryutama.
Right. So you guys are just under almost like real dark wine dark skies as it's just pouring down rain. So that's why you're traveling in the shadow underneath the porcelain walker to stay dry.
So good.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, so you're under there, but then eventually they have to veer off and you have to be like, damn it. And like into the rain. Yeah, that's perfect. As they go hunt for ceramics.
Sad music in the background. Yeah.
Cool. So let's go ahead and the first thing you do when we travel, right? We deduct supplies.
I got you.
So everyone's got to eat. Let me know if you're not eating.
Harold? Yes, no?
Wait, did you offer me food? You offered me food, right?
That's right. I'm just allowing you one last chance to say no.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to reject your proposal to say no.
You put it in your mouth and spit it out.
Oh, wow. I've been super rude to you all.
Yeah.
Bad quality supplies cost 2 cash per sack. Good ones cost 10 cash per sack.
I figured that we were just getting really good.
Yeah, you're getting good
food.
ones. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a note of that so I don't forget about how much money is.
It's cool.
Later.
You know, I mean, it's totally set up. The thing about UVG is that's really interesting as far as, you know, a system is that it's not really a game. It's a setting, and it's a setting that's kind of built for 5e and all of the prices in 5e. And so as soon as you play something that's not 5e, if the cash gets a little weird, then either you're going to be way poor, which is a legit way to play, or you're going to be super rich, which I think would be less interesting. So as far as erring on the side of caution, I think we're totally okay.
Yeah, but the rise and falls of being rich and poor in this game, I think, is a big part of this game, of like traveling with a bunch of money, losing it all, trading it, getting it, watching it get destroyed. I don't know, it's all there, right? So anyways, so we're doing a week of time. We're traveling slowly. So could I have?
We have no skeletons today.
We're not going slow. Never mind. We're going normal.
Yay!
Let me change the pace.
Woo!
Changing
the pace.
We totally did that whole scene. I forgot to change the pace, so I just like, well, that's what it is. You're right.
Get rid of my skeleton. Still travel.
Lockloin was just so
heavy
sad.
Is your heart? Yeah, you're so sad that you're just being super
skeleton
slow.
Pace. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So we will deduct our supplies.
Already done.
Cool. So then we're not gonna. You can also ration your supplies, but it requires skill checks to be okay and stuff like that before you starve.
No. Vesh thinks that supplies to belong in your stomach.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
It's you trust your still suit, man.
Okay. I need. So as we travel into the, let me bring up to the actual game screen so we can follow along. So we're leaving the Porcelain Throne. We're traveling down the other road down to the last Sarai. While we're traveling, I need someone to make a misfortune check. This is
Sam. Have you rolled this yet, Sam?
No, I
You should
haven't.
do it.
it's your turn.
What is it? What do I do?
Charisma.
Don't ask, just charisma check. No, just kidding.
Got it.
This is just a vignette of things going on through the time.
You don't. Oh yeah, you do.
don't
that.
wanna fail this.
That's exactly what you do, right there.
I nailed it.
You nailed it.
So
Very
that was
good.
my
You've
turn
missed,
again.
yeah. So you don't get dirt in your eye or sit on a cactus or anything like that. So you're doing good, or get a disease. You're fine. The classic Oregon Trail misfortunes.
All the fun stuff. All right.
Yeah.
We
Dysentery.
did not get dysentery. Yeah,
No, dysentery. Yeah, the classic.
Grant and I, right here, man.
Yeah.
Dysentery still exists in this game. I'm calling it. Okay. All right, then it's encounter time. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh, Eric,
Okay.
you're the worst.
Stand by. Let me go look at the list here.
Hold on, I need to look 3 lists deep.
I made a macro that rolls the things for me, but I don't have it set up to correspond with which location.
So hardcore.
Yet, but I would like to.
You made all the Black Hack Roll20 stuff too, right? All the other character sheets and the map screen and everything.
Oh, I did all the Roll20 stuff. I didn't make the character sheets though. I found the character sheets.
Nice.
The last Sarai. What's the stuff inside the Sarai? Okay. All right, I got it. 1 second. 8. 5. Okay. Here's the problem. You guys are starting to reach parts of the Sarai. And about 3 days out, you begin to see these metallic steeped towers out in the distance. But then, as you guys are kind of camping underneath like a tall, low, like detritus cactus, it blares to life, honking out a static alarm. And it's just filled with garbled noises. You guys will not be able to stay here. Any chance, like you cannot concentrate in this area as it just begins going blah, 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 all around. You guys, you need to flee this area or begin to take mental damage.
Oh, I was gonna say or be annoyed.
That's the same thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Or yeah. Okay. I think it's safe to say that we flee.
Yeah, we book it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can we at least book it in the direction of our destination?
No, anywhere closer to the Sarai. It's like the whole area towards the Sarai. You can see, like, it lights up almost like stars in the night sky, as like you see multiple towers around, all blasting this, blaring this thing around. You don't have any idea how anyone will like want to live in a place like this with these loud noises.
Something like this be considered evil?
No, that's a pretty moralistic judgment on things, but no.
I am the judger of morals. Okay, if I just call it evil, it doesn't work.
So I can I've got a cape. I could probably stuff it in my ears. Is there a way that we could get through here and just deal with it effectively? Because any longer that we stay out is just going to mean more foraging and more food awesomeness.
Can we Yeah.
If we think it's a matter of minutes to get through the loudness, then you two could just put each other to sleep, and I could drag you on the thing, right? I could just take you on the cart because we have
Yeah.
less bags of food.
Is it a matter of minutes to like get through?
What do we think, Eric? Do we think that sleep spell, which would be like 15 minutes maybe, would get us to the point where we could get through without taking too much badness?
So is the what about Comrade Vesh? What about the donkey?
Vesh would stuff he's got a really awesome cape, and he'd stuff it into his ears.
Could melt wax in your ears as well.
So
Yeah.
rather than stop, you're just going to wax the donkey's ears and put everyone to magical sleep and just go through it.
Put the
Like
two
a baby on an airplane.
spellcasters. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
I love
Be
it.
like, your ears will pop when we come back down. It's okay. I can deal
Okay.
with that crying for a few minutes.
Okay. I don't think this is part of me thinks this is a charisma check, but this might be a wisdom check instead. What do you think
Trying
it is?
to avoid as many checks as possible by just coming up with crazy stuff. I think
can't-
it's totally a dexterity check.
I can't cast sleep until tomorrow. I have to prepare. I don't have it prepared.
Oh. Well.
I do.
And you could cast it potentially twice. Right?
Lochloin's got you. Lochloin's tentacle helmet.
But does Lochloin have himself?
So that's the roll then, Eric. Is if the spell can actually get cast, right?
Right. Okay.
Because it'd have to actually get cast twice, or it's not really worth it.
Are you cool with that?
Up to Lochloin.
Aquaman's-
He's the one that'd be taking 2 mutations.
Well, I've already taken 2, so what's 2 more, right?
That's right. They should just undo the ones that you've taken.
my pupils appear again, but they're the wrong pupils.
It
Like Kermit the Frog eyes. Oh no.
took somebody else's.
So this is going to be me casting the spell. You gonna roll little dice.
This is you putting the other to sleep. Harold, yeah?
Okay.
Master Harold.
Does it require a roll because I'm doing magic?
This is yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
Okay.
Success.
Cool. I was going to offer you a devil's bargain here, but you're good.
Well, he still has one more because he has to put himself to sleep.
All right. You cast a spell one time, ostensibly not on yourself. As you prepare for this one, a voice is in your head. A voice you cannot place, but it asks you if you want more power to ensure this spell works the way you want it to. It says, "Don't worry. I'm a friend of Mother."
Don't worry, Lochloin. It'll be fine.
You've already had a taste of my power, and you can feel like the parts from your
Yeah, I rub it up.
the rot god. You want more of it? Do you want to tap into that, or are you good?
Come on, Lochloin.
Everyone else is asleep. It's just you. And
I'm
the
not
rot
asleep.
god.
I've got to still pull the cart.
Right. Well,
I think I've got to. All right. So there's a couple that this is one of those darned if I do, darned if I don't. I can auto succeed and get a little more rot, or I can potentially fail. If I cast again at disadvantage, right?
I could tell you mechanically, you will not be getting another rot blessing yet. Just at opening this connection.
It's very much on brand for my characters to be commanded by evil deities. Sure, yeah, let's take this devil's bargain. Come on.
It is on brand, isn't it? Okay, cool.
Satan, take the wheel.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The rot god controls and channels your spell for you, and puts you sweetly at ease. Oh, totally fine. Nothing bad happens.
Can I get like another minor mutation? Like I don't know.
No, not yet.
Oh man. All right,
No.
fine.
You have to call on the rod god more if you want that.
Yeah, make it happen.
I mean, yeah.
That's where the fun part is.
Yeah. I'm cool with that. Let me add that
Yes, and Grant, thank you for gifting subs. That's
Oh, you
very
know,
kind of you.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Okay. Well, then the encounter is successful, and we make it to the last Sarai. You guys wake up. The couple things happen as you guys wake up into the last Sarai. The last Sarai is one of these giant. It's a place for caravans, right? It's like it's a three buildings kind of interlinked together with like massive kind of radio tower, silver steeple, like Emerald City, like spire tops sticking out of this place. It smells like chocolate. Like seductive black chocolate. Like real, like the darkest chocolate. It's amazing.
That's the black gold.
Yeah.
God damn your generators.
They're so good, man.
Yeah.
So good.
And
The best part.
and as you get close, you can just feel beneath your feet. There's this like rumbling, like just this rumbling drum. But it doesn't seem to have like a good rhythm.
Just all the time.
Yeah. Things that you see around. Yeah, kind of all around. So you're in sort of the last major city or the last major port, so to speak, across the Ultraviolet Grasslands that could be trading with the Violet City properly, like in terms of trade routes. This is kind of like the edge of the world, so to speak, right? So it's about 9 o'clock. We made it to our place, so I think we're gonna take a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll be hanging out in the last Sarai.
Rocking.
Okay, don't go anywhere. Be back in 5 minutes. All right. Hey, everybody. We're back. Thanks for bearing with us. We took a quick little break to stretch and get some more stuff. Because while we're gone, we landed, if you're just joining us, we're in the Last Sarai. We just made it there. Last Sarai is one of the last main trading posts in the Ultraviolet Grasslands. It's known because it's an enclave of Spectrum satraps. You know them for their names of Satrap 416 or Satrap 64, and on and on and on. Who among us, of us three, would be the most known about food and culture and rumors and nice things?
I would guess the lawyer, right?
Yeah, not Vesh.
Yeah. I mean, lawyers are generally pricks,
Okay.
right?
Okay. Well, I know that Loch Loin's going to have a busy schedule because here's going to meet someone today. But you do know, and maybe you could share this here, is that among the many places of the Last Sarai, there is the Last Trading House, and buried under the Last Trading House is the Buried Delicatessen, and is one of the best places for food that you can have.
With a corresponding increase in cost, I assume.
Drugs?
Is it roadside diner?
That's the weird thing. It's only increase in service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Your book speaks to you again.
What does it say?
This is your this is your hint to your first clue to where the final end of days are.
I totally forgot about this. Yeah. Are you whispering me a thing?
No, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna say it.
Oh.
Ask to see the delicate seer. Tell them the shell chamber they have is polyperispectral when it should be luminescent wood.
Hold on.
I am so here for the reverb, man.
Dost thou have a pen?
That is what your book says. Nope. Hope you
I
remembered
fall to
it.
my knees.
Hope you remembered
I
it.
fall to my knees and I'm like, dost thou have a pen?
Nope. Hope you remembered it.
So far from remembering it. I'm gonna.
I got you.
I'm gonna look to Loch Loin. Loch Loin? Yeah, Loch Loin. And I'm gonna do my best to repeat it. And I'm gonna shake him because he seems to be the person that knows this place. I'm gonna grab him by the shoulders. I'm gonna shake him, and I'm gonna be like, I need to find the seer Eiffel tell her that the fish has gone sour.
How's it work? How does Loch Loin take it? Are you like grim and prepared, Grant, as you're dealing with a letter?
I've got
God, that's awesome. So you're super stoic. Then you're like, not get at it. Like not even like
I've got to go see a wine vampire. If I even lay eyes on you, you might die.
God, that's so good. You're like, I need a pen. What's going on? It's about the fish. You're like, not now. I have to go see.
It's the end of the world.
This is the end of Loch Loin's world.
Yeah, this
feels,
is like
right?
almost like a George Costanza. I was like, I don't know anything about worlds. I don't know. This kind of.
Oh my God.
I don't know anything about worlds. That's great. Oh, that's so great. Oh my God.
Yeah, so you're in it right now.
Vesh hands you a really small dagger. Says just use this to scratch it somewhere.
All right. So we want to go talk to Torito Cosmonauta. Where do you think they would be? To give you some different ideas, right?
Mm-hmm.
They could totally be just hanging out in sort of like the main Last Trading House. Right? They could totally be hanging out and would be like the final embassy, which is sort of the home of and sort of the last diplomatic place between the satraps and the princes. As well as something called the Ignored Tower that no one goes to. Oh, that's a very good question.
They're a count and a wine vampire.
Right. It's about mid-afternoon.
Okay. So they probably have an appointment, and a designated meeting spot.
Yes.
I'm going to try to recall in my brain
Mhm.
where I'm supposed to meet them. I'm guessing the embassy, but that might not be correct.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I think I misspoke. Hold on a second. I think I linked the wrong thing. No, you're right. No, we're good. We're good. It was the last trading house and embassy. I had it right. I thought the book freaked out for a second.
Okay.
So the embassy.
Does the book do that, Eric? I haven't gotten my copy yet, so
I mean, no,
it wouldn't surprise me.
No, I thought I linked something, but I clicked the wrong link. We're good. It's a bookmark.
I think I've had
I clicked
the
the wrong
book
bookmark.
mislink me once or twice, but I can't remember.
Yeah, I mean it's a huge book, and like it's not a big deal. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought I was reading stuff from the Porcelain Citadel again, and I was like, oh no, no, we're good. Okay, so we're going to embassy.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see who they have an appointment with. Ooh. Okay. So this place is hustle and bustle extraordinaire. It's even busier than around the porcelain throne here. You also have seen you've never seen so many spectrum satraps in your life. All of them have several key features to them. They all kind of wear sort of like name tags, like they would in astronaut suits, right? But some of them, they all are weirdly unhuman so far as they all wear sort of like some sort of robotic head or some kind of helmet around them in some way, all kind of wearing these large suits. You've seen them kind of walk in several different walkers, kind of like outside the city, but here they seem to be the most frequent type of person. But people of all kinds are here. Yes. Okay. So you're talking. Okay. So among the crowd, she will be here. Among the crowd, though, you spot her talking to the most unlikeliest of characters. She's speaking to something that would be considered kind of or extremely heretical, which is a cat-dog hybrid, and its owner, Marina, but you don't know their name. She looks like she is sort of bedraggled. You can see with her wiry hair, she is very angry and pleading to the Count for assistance. Something about her losing her mother. Something about a poet. And that's kind of where you catch her. She's just like nonchalantly just holding a martini glass of wine and like, yes, that's well and good. Yes.
All right.
There she is.
Yep. I'm going to, with a dignified sort of sachet, kind of hip my way over there and get this letter ready.
Mm-hmm.
And to the cat dog woman, I'm essentially gonna pipe up and say, "Excuse me, you're interrupting," and then present the letter to
yeah,
Lady Cosmonauta. I had an appointment.
Yeah. The cat dog lady is going to hiss and get ready to strike, but the wine vampire calls him down. The countess says, no need for that. This is an old friend, and you are bothering me. Yes, I will repay you for the poet's whatever. See me in a little. And yeah, you have a moment with her, and she like gets out of her sort of like strong, sort of like authoritarian pose and sort of relaxes a little bit. Sachets her hair and says, "Lagloin, is that you? It's been a while."
You look marvelous.
Yes. You did something to your eyes.
No, the rotting god did.
Ooh. He says with a very wry smile. Like, oh, what other adventures have you gotten into? She swirls her wine martini glass. Can I get you some wine?
Yes, box wine if you have it. If not, whatever your choice is.
Take mine.
Don't mind if I do. And I'm gonna kind of swish it around, and I'm gonna hacker blinks it right down.
Yeah.
That's the way we roll here in the UVG.
Yes.
What does it do to me?
No, it doesn't do anything to you. You're
Okay.
fine. It tastes delicious. It's probably it was the most expensive glass of wine you've ever shotgunned.
You're so scared. You're just so scared.
Yeah. Oh, darling, I have always enjoyed how you could chug down that wine. He says.
Well,
she purrs a little.
and I say it's good to be gifted. It's good to be gifted. I come bearing a letter, and I think for giggles I'm like doubly intoxicated. She's gonna get both letters. I have like the treacherous love letter and the letter she's supposed to receive, and I think I'm gonna give both of them to her.
Oh, my. She's going to hold on. She's going to get both of them, and so she's like, oh, 2 letters, as she's like holding them both, right? And you realize your mistake.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh.
But I don't say anything. I'm just stoic. I go 2 letters, only the best for you.
She stops and she looks at you. She's a good reader of people. Saying, the wine should not have made you pale so quickly. Darling, you look like you are the rot god incarnate. What's the big deal with these letters?
Well, one was pulled.
Somehow she has another glass of wine in her hand.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I love that. And I also just for like fictional sake, I don't mind her being a count instead of a countess, just being the count as well. Because why not?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And then
swirl in the glass.
And I'm just like, all right, so one of these letters was pulled from a bustier. And I have given it to you now. And once I give a gift, I no takebacks. It's yours now. It is quite delicious, I say in that manner. And but knowledge is power. And what you do with your newfound power is up to you.
Grant, she knows that you're in love with her, right?
Yeah.
Or is it only gone unspoken? Or has it only gone? Have you have professed it, or is it gone just like unspoken? Because that's gonna inform how I react right now.
I've professed it at least 24 times. I've asked her to marry me 3 times. She has either given me no answer or an answer that I've denied. Because why not?
Darling, if it's another proposal in a letter, it could not have come at a more opportune time. I try to get away from everything. The Redland Vintners has just been excruciating. But out here, these satraps, they're primitive in the way they ask for marriage.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm seeing someone else.
She gets real cold and gets real serious, as in, how dare her toy that she strings along no longer be interested in her kind of look, in a way that can only be interpreted
really
in that way.
interested in you anymore.
And she just, I know, and she just goes, oh?
Yeah, there's a horse girl that I dated a week ago.
Oh. she looks, does she know you're lying? Are you kind of giving it away? Does she know your tells or not?
Technically in the episode, I said most awkward first date ever when we were being attacked by hairy devils.
That doesn't make it true.
No, it doesn't. But in Lochloin's head, it's not a lie if you yourself believe it.
Right. So I think she needs to kind of like see if she can insight this. Right? Like her, or so can you? I don't think it's charisma.
Lochloin's not telling the truth.
Right. She's trying to read you to see these intentions here.
Mm-hmm.
So can you deceive her for me? Probably charisma.
Yeah. Do I get advantage?
Yeah, because you are kind of telling the truth. It's pretty mixed. And the fact that you're kind of stumbling is actually making it harder for her to read you. So I think that makes sense.
Flustered. Failure.
Okay, yeah, you're flustered. Like, I wish that was true. I would pay to see that.
Your
gifts only belong to me, darling.
Yeah, and I've got another one for you. I got a wheelbarrow out back.
I want the wheelbarrow that's right in front of me. And she will grab the back of your head and kind of like caress you down like your neck. I mean, like, and just like kind of like leaves a finger to just like kind of like wiggle down. Like, tell me, did the rot god give you any other gifts?
Well,
she's trying to seduce you.
Yes. Here, let me show you. And I reach into my pocket and I pull out like a handkerchief that like turns to ash and dust. It's like, this happens now.
She bites her lip. You should show me more sometime. You certainly didn't come here alone. Where are your friends? They should come along too.
I think they're looking for a deli.
Ah, of course. Taurus. Okay. Will she? Cool. Do we want to veil as she's going to probably take you to her private chambers? Are we good there? Would you go with her?
I think I'm going to deny letting her take me there for now because I have other business to tend to. I don't have time for fun.
Oh, well, you're a little bit in too deep for that. If you want to walk out of this, it's going to require some checks.
I don't know. Grant Ellis himself has pulled off some shenanigans in his time.
Right.
Runaway Grant. No. Okay. So no check. I think I am in too deep, and I think we're going to veil, and I think she's going to take me back to her private chambers. But we'll see what happens.
I don't know. You can back out. You can back out. It's just that it's going to require some things. She is heavily manipulating you right now. She knows your strings. And she has turned you pale.
Well, I think this
and rosy at the same time.
It'll continue. Yeah.
Okay.
Gosh, that's my brand.
Right. You don't know if you should be flesh or pale.
That's my brand.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be flesh or pale.
Okay. So what's your response? Are you gonna back out, or are you just gonna veil, or what?
No, I've come all this way, and she does have both my letters, and there might be other information I can obtain in those chambers.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh.
Sure.
She will cut you a deal. Okay. You're good. Let's the camera go somewhere else. Where should we go? Oh, camera.
Hey, Harold, you got a plan for those clues?
Grant, that was awesome.
I love it.
I'm trying to find a way to justify how Harold would suddenly remember what the book said.
No. I would totally have handed you I'd pull a dagger out. So you'd yell at Lochloin for a pen, and I'd pull out just a tiny little dagger, and I'd be like, use this to scratch down your notes. And you have no idea where I pulled it from. Like, it just appeared.
So I scratch it, what, in the dirt?
Or on a piece of wood. I'm sure Vesh assumes that you'd scratch it on your arm or something.
I'm not a barbarian. I guess Harold would take the knife to the dirt really quick. And we would Harold the scene, I guess, would be Harold like running person to person. Seemingly at random. He doesn't care to like take the extra second to like scope the person out to see if they'll be useful or not. Asking them and repeating the phrase. It's like, I need to ask to see the delicate seer, and like shaking them by the shoulders to tell them the shell chamber that there is a polyperipheral, whatever. Where are they? And then it's like, next person, delicate seer, where? And then until he gets some sort of direction, and he's just Yeah.
You get like you like bump into some satraps who are like doing a deal, and you hear like the I think they speak, it's called Canto. I just looked at like and so it's like this like weird like hissing sound. It just sounds like static to you, but in sort of like subtitles under it, it says like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" kind of stuff, right? Another one like bumps into you as you're like going through. It's like, "Hey, I'm walking here," kind of thing. It's just like, and you're
walking here.
yeah, okay. It's you have no
Okay,
idea what they're saying.
Yeah, until finally Harold has reached the tipping point and he gives up and again
Makes
just drops to it, his knees in the middle of whatever street he's in, and like looks up to the heavens and screams, "Delicate seer, where are you?"
Make a charisma check for me, please.
You got it, baby.
This is amazing.
There's my charisma button. Boom!
Oh, that's a success. Oh, perfect. Okay. Their name. Okay. You hear in really, really broken. You speak with an Emerald accent, so it's going to try to imitate your Emerald accent, but it sounds really bad. It's a satrap, and it's like, over here.
Yeah, I like.
Yeah.
I look a little bit at Jewel.
You draw way too much attention to yourself, traveler.
I need to. Are they? They're just like standing like away a little bit. I crawl to them and I like clutch their shirt in both hands. I need to see the seer. They're delicate.
Consulting the seer is not an easy feat, even for the satrap.
Tell me everything.
You can say, I, a desperate one.
I don't let him go. I grab onto his shirt and I just keep pulling it until he stops. It's like, no, where? I need to see and speak to the seer.
He's like, it will require coin. You don't know if this dude's lying to you, like he just heard you and he's trying to swindle you. You don't know if this guy's telling the truth. You don't know anything, just so you know. But you're desperate.
But coin desperate. Harold's like suddenly just like goes solid, like stoic. And then I look to Vesh and I go, "Do you have coin?"
For what?
To save the world?
I'm going to need to hear a bit better business proposal there.
I look.
I have a fiduciary responsibility to my investors.
I have a fiduciary responsibility to the planet. I look back to the person and I go, "Can you take me to the delicate seer or point me in their direction?"
You are a waste of time, they say as they begin to leave.
God.
Not trusting of you. You haven't done anything for them to convince that you're worth their effort.
I probably don't have enough coin to change that person's mind. By
Maybe,
the way,
yeah.
I mean, you probably have more than I do, but I empty. I'm fine.
Maybe you have something else that could convince them.
I mean, I don't know how much coin I have, to be honest. It could be $1.50. It could be 15. I have 15.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Well, I think part of this is I know what's going on here. So some extra things here that you should know that you should have learned that I just fucked up. I didn't tell you. Okay. The delicate seer. You pick up from 177 telling you this is supposed to be a secret, and that you really shouldn't know about it.
Who's 177?
The person who you're talking to.
Oh, okay.
Satrap 177.
Okay.
Right? So let's quick retcon to them. You're talking together, right? It's like you should not know about such things.
Why? Why is it a secret?
And okay, yeah, and they're saying that is that is an answer only required between the princes and the satraps, not Rainbowlanders like you.
I stand up and like dust myself off, and I'm like, I have no idea who this person is. I was told by this thing, and I like hold out my book.
What were you
and
told?
And I shake it.
Yeah.
Like,
what were you told by that biomantic?
And I go, it told me, and I like look back behind me to like 100 paces back to the
Where what was written that's currently being stepped on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And I like drag him. Over. Come this way. Drag him over, and I like.
This is a well walked street.
I point in the sand. I'm like, I need to see. The book told me to see the delicate seer. Tell them the shell chamber they have is polyperispectral when it should be luminescent wood. I don't know what that means.
They like let go and they say, "You know too much for any ordinary Rainbowlander."
I don't know anything.
Come. I have someone you must meet. And they're gonna whisk you away. Yeah, you're caught in some shit now.
I looked at Vesh for help? Question mark. I have no idea what's going on. I was like, I'm so confused. And I just like followed the guy.
Yeah.
You're just gonna leave me.
Vesh is just gonna leave you.
My disguise is gone, so I can't even march my way close to you.
You know, even if you try to at this point, like they like whisk you off so fast into like one of the numerous buildings that's like, no, I gotta find you. Let's like go into like a busy mall, right?
And you don't even have your awesome headdress, so it's not like I can track you that way either.
Don't remind me.
I think your top hat might even fall on the ground.
I can't even look at myself in the pool of water anymore.
Seriously.
I'm disgusting. What is this game?
It'll be fine, Harold. It'll be fine.
You're doing. Okay.
Vesh is, by the way, looking for the source of that beautiful chocolate smell. And so that can go on in the background. But I want to see Harold's next scene.
Okay. Cool. Then, Harold, you're brought in front of what could only be described as a morass of tentacles, tightly jammed into a spacesuit that's way too tight on it and like navy blue. It looks at you and says, "Does this Rainbowlander have an octopus?" "No, but it has something else. It knows about." And they don't even say the name of it, and they look at each other like, "Harold." Like they know your name. This one is Harold. What is important? And like the tentacle person just like puts up multiple tentacles, and the other one's just like, shh, let this one speak. We were told that the Rainbowlander would come, carrying information about what to do with the seer. Tell us what you know.
I repeat the phrase. And I go, I don't know what that means.
You see, then they this one catches you up. You can see finally as it like comes into the light in this like underground sort of like bunker. It looks like really shitty, like it's kind of like, you know, the equivalent of a underground dark alley. A little broken kind of light that's kind of dangling around comes in and into vision. You can see the little symbols. It says 222. And the tentacles put its like hands on its shoulder and says, "The seer is a mass. It knows all and can see the future. It is not a he or a she or an it. It is just a mass, and it needs your help."
I know. Everybody does. Take me to your seer. I'll do what I can.
Okay. And,
I am the chosen one.
Yeah. All right. There's a montage. There's a montage through some like sewers and air ducts as you almost get lost in the maze of places beneath the Sarai until you're dropped near a pit. You see that there's 2 other satraps on guard, and they kind of like wave you through this vent, and you realize that you're beneath like one of like the embassies for the satraps. Around you, you can see like various like necromantic experiments, dizzying arrays of prisms capturing light and reflecting it in different colors, with it, and just all sorts of strange radiospectrometric shenanigans. Except there's also let me give you a good description of the seer. It's just sitting in a pool, or maybe a chamber, or like a shell, maybe a cradle. It's just seems to be like just like a scrying pool. It is. Have you? I don't think you know what it is. You could make an intelligence check for me to analyze what it could be. But in the meantime, it just looks like goo that's sort of in this shell.
Success.
Oh, okay. This is human source code.
That what?
This game is so weird.
Oh, I love it.
I don't know what that means. It's like a
occasion.
pool,
Yeah.
the Matrix in liquid form.
Yep, it's the Matrix in liquid
Okay.
form. Occasionally, it the source code morphs and forms sort of like a small baby head that speaks, and then dissolves again. You can see there's enormous like wires and like various different colored lights trying to poke at it and prod it and like get some sort of analytics. You can see that like some of the lights then reflect on some sort of screen that's written in that satrap canto that I mentioned earlier. So this is clearly some sort of like technological experiment going on by the satraps with this source body stuff.
Yeah.
And they brought you here.
So it's in like its cradle that I can like look down into. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm like thrown forward, and Harold is like exasperated at this point. Do you know the location to the final place? Can you point me there?
The final place. Final place. Final place is not a where, but a when. The when. It like echoes.
Of course. Why didn't I think of that?
The answer. Speak to the Colossus. The Colossus will tell you what to do.
Oh my god. Okay. And am I smart enough to know that that's my clue?
Yeah.
Okay.
I see.
Okay. I gotta make that note. Okay. And then I'm like, thank you. Oh, babied one. And then I will
the rest of the screens, as this is like, by the way, the rest of the screens that we're seeing like around as you're having this like near telepathic communication with this human source code baby, like the screens and stuff are like going like bright red and like flashing and like things are happening and everyone's like, what is going, like they're all like, what the hell is going on as you're having this sort of like telepathic vision thing. Like they've never seen power levels like this before from this thing.
what is going on? From the baby?
Yeah, from the baby. It's like being hyperactive talking to you.
Oh, okay.
It's, like, it's excited to see you. The source code
okay.
is super excited.
And I go, what are you? Where am I?
You should ask, when are you?
God damn it. We're like Inspector Spacetime shit.
In the moon. You'll find me in the moon.
Okay,
What?
so Sam, you're gonna have to read a little bit of this setting.
Nah,
There's a
that's
crazy
no. It's
moon.
it's better. It's better that you find this shit out as we play.
Yeah,
No idea
that's
what's
that's
going-
pretty good.
I'm struggling so hard to understand half of these words. That
Yeah,
you're saying
that's what
in
makes it
context.
super good.
The really important thing here is to understand that Eric is not making any of this up.
Is it what?
This is all in the fucking book.
I thought he was just like fucking Mad Libs this whole time.
No,
No.
this is legit all in the
Oh
book.
my god, I want to die. So Harold goes, I'll see you in the moon. Right.
As like the power like spikes off and turns back on and everything goes normal again.
Mm-hmm. You have a problem. That's what Tentacle Face Man was saying. That's why I'm here.
Oh.
Right? What is wrong?
It doesn't answer you anymore. It gave you your vision.
But I'm here to like fix something, right?
Yeah. Well, you know that the cradle's broken and the cradle needs to be made out of wood, luminescent wood.
I'm just supposed to tell the seer that?
No, you're not supposed to tell the seer anything. I mean, there's no answer here. Your book told you that.
Tell them
The seer has gone quiet.
Tell them the shell chamber. Oh, okay. I don't know. So them are her guards. They're guards, I'm guessing. Or
they don't know how to build something out of luminescent wood. They're like, I don't know how to do that. Show us. You spoke to the seer. Show us what to do. And the seer did not tell you about this. So now you have to build a cradle for it out of luminescent wood.
Bullshit, I do.
Yeah, you can tell him now.
Yeah, it's the same guard tentacle guy.
Mm-hmm.
There, okay. I want to go. I have your fix for your delicate seer. And I walk up to him and I solemnly put my hand on one of their shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, the shell chamber. It has a polypyrospectral when it should be made of biomantic wood. And then like the nasty like Littlefinger theme song comes on and I just like walk out. I'm telling them the wrong shit. And I'm out of there.
They gasp, like, of course. That's totally it.
Yeah.
And
then my face, like as I walk up, my face goes from like straight to like a sly Palpatine smile. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What is the effect that will happen when they mess this thing up? What is the desired effect? Should this go as planned?
I don't know, but whatever it is
it okay?
I'm not giving information that is worth a lot away for free. Not when they just gave me their charity information. This is that's heresy. The Green God would not accept me if I did so.
Okay.
They're not paying me for that information.
Yeah. Did you ever ask for payment? Is that part of the deal? I didn't hear anything ask for. Okay.
No, but I also know like
because they probably would have if it came up, but it didn't sound like it came up.
Or they could have just killed me, but one or the other.
Well, welcome to the life in the Ultraviolet Grasslands, where you just whisked away to speak to human source code who tells you where the end of the world's going to happen.
I got what I want. I'll consider that charity. I'll accept the charity, and I won't give them what I have. That is a tradable good, in my opinion. Someone else might find the information on how to fix the shell chamber valuable, who might not be in a position to kill me.
Good for me. Awesome.
I'm gonna go out and then like the first thing I do is like look at the moon. Is there a baby in it?
No, and you can't see a moon from here at night. It's just black haze.
From here, Sam. From here.
Can I find somewhere that I can look at the moon to see if there's a baby in it? I'm just going to ask the closest person. I'm going to be like, hey, have you ever seen a baby in the moon?
They just look at you super strange. Actually, that's a probably really reasonable question here in the Violet.
Yeah, like legit, man.
Yeah.
Hey, have you ever seen a baby in the moon?
Well,
God damn it.
They've heard of the near. Are you talking about the near moon? There's weird things that live on the near moon.
Sure.
The near moon's a place.
I have no idea. I'm just gonna.
It's one-
Does anything called a moon have a baby?
They have no idea what you mean by a baby, but it's about a 7-week journey if you flew straight and didn't stop to what's known as the near moon.
But we can't fly.
No, but it's a 7-week journey to the
ridiculous,
near
Sam.
moon.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's very far away. But that is apparently where you will meet the baby source code again.
My brain is like dying.
I know. It's wild.
Yeah. I feel like Neo from the Matrix. I'm just like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So
I'll find Vetch and I'll ask him the same question. If like babies and faces in moons mean anything.
The moon isn't my jurisdiction. The Vesh family has things on the ground that we have to deal with. Near moon is a different family. Distant cousins.
What about the Colossus? What is that?
What about the Colossus?
What is it?
It's a Colossus.
Got it. Thank you.
Can we see it from here, Eric?
No, you can't see it
Okay.
from the Sarai. But you do know that if you want to, you're kind of in like a rocky, mountainous part of the grasslands.
Mm-hmm. I point. That map. The map is like north is to the left, right?
Yeah.
I point
West.
northwest.
Yeah.
I say it's over there, like 4 weeks.
Okay.
If you want to go 4 weeks, we're gonna need a lot more food. So
It's
I hope that whatever you got dragged off to gave you a bunch of money.
It's a giant wicker colossus.
Ah, don't spoil it.
Oh, well, that's all you know.
Yeah, Eric.
I'm doing it for chat's sake.
Yeah. We're only here for chat, Sam.
Yeah.
Now, did you mean the Colossus or the Behemoth? Because those are different.
I wrote this one down.
Oh, it's not the behemoth. No, it's the
Not
colossus.
the Behemoth. That's just crazy. It's definitely the Colossus.
All right.
Did I find a chocolate producing area over here?
Is that what black gold is?
I mean, I think that's an awesome thing for black gold to be.
I think so too. I'm into it. So are you asking for a producer?
I'm asking for like, is it grown or harvested here? Is there some kind of, is it harvested somewhere else and then they do kind of industrial manipulation of it here? Like what's do they harvest it deep underground?
Right. No, they manipulate it here. So it's a black gold refinery.
Nice.
The chocolate refinery here. They tell you that they get it. I like the idea that they get it from nomad. They trade it from the nomads at the Grass Colossus.
Awesome. I am totally okay with our paths aligning.
Yeah, that makes sense.
At about which time I think we pull Grant back in from his veil.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
Tentacle hat being straightened.
Good job, darling. Whew,
We got a 4 week trip, Luckloin.
You are quite the extraordinaire. And you can see that she's like,
I have a gift.
now excuse me, I have some business to attend to. And I got what I wanted. And she's going to go, and you see that she gets paid by some porcelain princes, like pretty immediately back in the trading hall. Don't know what that's about.
I don't want to know what that's about.
Probably don't.
No. Curious though.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got to
yeah.
find my pals and deliver some cat coffee.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. We have quest number 4 that needs to get done.
Yeah. Black helmet. Black helmet 60. Plural.
I think I think Harold should probably take this one. He's all about the cash. Cat coffee is not my deal. I think he should make this trade.
There's a trade to be made.
Yeah, and
Oh.
I hand you this bag that's not quite as full as you think it probably should be.
It's supposed to be full. It's not full.
I look at it and I say, who better to conduct this holy ritual than I? I shall conclude the trade.
Sounds excellent. So,
And I clap twice. I'm like, boy, grab my vestments. And I look, boy, oh. And I like
a sad
Yeah.
sad motif plays in the background that we haven't heard for a section and a half.
Myself.
I'm just like crying as I'm donning my ceremonial cloak.
This is for Black Helmet 60 plurality. You go ahead and make that deal happen, and I'm going to go prep the cart.
I'm going to.
So,
I gotta stand near Harold. I apologize for interrupting.
Please. Do you want a leash? I need like all the help I can get.
Hold on, before I do this, I'm gonna take off my goofy tentacle headdress and I'm gonna place it on Vesh's head because I like each episode just giving him my stuff in case I die. I'm just gonna say, I need you to wear this for all the Veshes out there, just for a little while.
You know that the shares you're getting are B class shares; they're not voting shares, right?
I'm just glad to be part of the team.
As long as you're okay with that luck line, and I'll put it in the cart.
Okay. Yeah, I got tentacle hair. I got like sprigs and
your hair has been thinning because of the rot.
Don't say that. I always assumed I was bald underneath, but
then you're bald. Yeah, then never mind, you're bald. But then the skin though is like real like stretched thin.
Your skin has been thinning because of the rot.
One, my skin shouldn't. Two, my hair shouldn't, because it's only inanimate objects, and those are constantly growing.
Touche.
Yes.
Point. Way to argue your point there, necromancer lawyer.
Yes. Anywho, I imagine that I'm a very sad boy without my tentacle hat, and I kind of hang my head and I droop and walk over. I walk over to
Harold.
Stand near Harold. I kind of went to observing tapestries, things like this. So, whatever you have in the background.
Yeah.
Okay, so where does Harold go to sell things?
You have to go to the harmonium.
Right.
A section of the harmonium. By this point, it's one of the towers. And basically, you're probably Lockloin will probably fill you in a little bit. Like apparently, Black Helmet 60 plurality is part of the police force here.
Is that a person's name?
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay.
Duh. What kind of question is that?
What do you call yourself?
Gosh, Swarg. What?
I was trying to figure it out. I was like, it sounds like a noun.
Yeah. It's a polybody, not quite a prince, but
Oh my god.
servitor.
Okay. Sure.
Mm-hmm. Right.
They're doing what again? What are they doing?
So the interesting here when you meet them, they seem to be doing like general like administrative police work. Like if you went to a what do you call it? Like not a branch. What do you call it? A station?
Like a station?
Yeah.
Sure.
Like if you're at a station. However, you notice that for polybodies here, they do not look very human anymore. Which is very strange for polybodies. Instead, it's almost like their porcelain masks are like keeping in a bouquet of flowers. And none of them seem to notice.
None of that makes sense to me anyway.
Yeah.
So,
well, you would know after being at the porcelain throne that that's probably not okay.
why is it not okay?
That's probably not what... Because the polybodies tend to be very regimental, and they all kind of have sort of either like similar characteristics for each other, But these ones have just flowers kind of willy-nilly. It doesn't look good. It's almost like you could probably reckon it to like a sickness or something.
But yeah, I don't think I could just start going over there and asking him about his personal medical information.
You have brought the cat coffee.
Yes, I am here to conclude the ritual.
Now I'm nowhere near here. Let's get okay.
Good. Well, who is your friend? Who is your fellow monobody?
He is of no import. You are concluding the ritual with me and myself alone. We will be trading this here cat coffee, which I can assure you is the greatest cat coffee, with monetary value. Right? I look over to Lachlan. I'm like, right?
I don't know you. I give you a wink.
Well played. And I look back to the guy, person thing, and I yes, monetary value.
Yes, monetary value. To
Right.
be appraised as he one of the bodies brings out a big old scale.
Absolutely.
Through the ritual.
Let us conclude. So Harold, cat coffee, I'm guessing is coffee that a cat
made
has digested and excreted. Okay.
civet.
Which is a real item in the world. So that's okay.
That's monkeys.
Is it monkey? Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right.
Well, it's just cat coffee. Yeah.
But this one's cat. It makes more sense to me for cats, in my opinion.
I mean, for us, dramatic irony wise, for us as players, it's a bag of used kitty litter.
Yeah.
I hold it high aloft in both hands, facing east, northeast, and I say, what do I say? Oh, I don't know. Fortune sides with him who dares.
Him who dares.
Who dares wins.
May the trickle of capitalism drown us all in its golden showers.
Golden shower. Shower us, capitalism.
Oh, capitalism.
Capitalism.
We praise Saint Reagan for this deal that we are about to make. And I place the cat coffee on my half of the scale.
I think the amen is, would you like a receipt?
And then the answer to that is CVS or Kmart. God damn it. And then I turn to him stoically and I go, please conclude your half of the ritual.
Priest, there seems to be, and they look at the bag. The goods may not have been blessed properly. Pointing to the bag has been gently opened.
Is this a thing?
Yeah, so they got into it. The party got into it.
Hey! Watch out with your we there. The we.
Hey, the collective communists. Watch out for the we.
Yeah. This we excludes
right. Defining solidarity. Okay,
that's right.
Okay, because this is capitalism. Okay,
that's external investors, right?
Oh my
fair.
God!
Very fair. You were right. Thank you. Would you like a receipt? Okay.
And I go, I would like to invoke the rule of parts. While you might be true that the bag has been opened, its value has decreased.
Increased. I'm speaking up.
I look
value
at
has increased. Scarcity price goes up.
Why is this one of no import speaking during the ritual?
Because it's at the point of the ritual where I'm supposed to speak.
You must always have a person of no import at the ritual.
Yes.
Okay. That's canonical, though. That's canonical. No deal will ever be done without someone of no import.
You take this man. You know,
okay.
I'm just a guy.
It's the witness.
Absolutely. As the law of supply and demands. The less of an item that we have, the more its value increases. Thereby, we have blessed our cat coffee, hereby known as CC, in increasing its value, you might find. Though the scale tips downward, our profit shall tip upward. Fucking Christ.
You have caught our plurality at a disadvantage, priest. Shrewd bargaining, for crime here has quintupled. We
Not
work.
true, factual. I apologize.
We work tirelessly. You have caught us with a demand curve for cat coffee, hence, or shall we say, CC, as agreed upon terms, with a vertical demand curve.
The stupidest thing I've ever done. I go, while crime might be rampant,
We ask you be reasonable.
reason
We have
nothing
sinned.
to do with God, my son. The price of the CC stands, as is its worth,
The
and
100.
your failure to go through with the ritual shall see your own worth decrease in kind. I implore you, if you want to walk God's golden halls and bathe in his
Golden showers.
showers of beauteous gold, you must uphold and finish the ritual which has since started. Once beginning, it cannot be finished prematurely without fulfilling a golden shower.
Very well. And they will pay you a little extra for this, right? You don't have to roll for this. This has been such amazing role playing for how to fucking do this bargaining and the rituals that I'm just completely here for it. They're willing to pay on double on top of this. So normally cat coffee is worth 100, but here it's going to be worth 200. Part of that is for this reason here. It's like they give you they put down the 100, and then they put down more, and they say, and this is for our transgressions for possessing a inelastic demand curve.
Now, we gotta make sure we give our percentage to Sleekums on this. Yeah, Cat Lord. That was well done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Well done. And
Take your
I
money
think,
and get out of here.
yeah, you got your money. Congratulations. And I think that's where we're end the session today. Fucking Ultraviolet Grasslands. That's
Totally normal. Totally
normal
normal
game.
grasslands.
totally normal game. I know. I love it. I love it so much. It's so weird. I love it. Like, this is
die.
this is Dungeons and Dragons. How can you play Dungeons and Dragons normally after this?
Oh my
How do
god.
you even reconcile? Oh, I love it.
I can't believe any of that.
Okay. Yeah, so that will conclude episode 4, y'all. Let's do some outros. Adam?
Hey, I'm Hacker Blinks on lots of stuff, like on Twitch, as you see in chat, because it's fun to talk in chat. But also on Twitter and on SoundCloud and on Bandcamp and on stuff and things and stuff. And I've got lots of music that I try and make sound like the Ultraviolet Grasslands, but it is difficult to approach. What do you do, Sam?
That's a question I've been asking myself for 27 years. My name is Sam. What do I do? I don't know. We're figuring it out.
It's a
My
work in
therapist
progress.
says I'm making gains, but they don't exist, so we'll see. Yeah, that's it. I'm one of those people that have done a little bit of everything. None of them are followable at the moment. We'll see. I got some things in the works, but I never like to talk to them about them until they're like done. So maybe next week, if I play next week or whatever, I'll have something completed that I'll be like, here's my thing that I made.
Okay.
I hope a cat is good enough to poop it out. It's gonna be my whole week. It's gonna be my whole week. It's gonna be comparing.
Would you like a receipt?
Yeah. Excuse me. I'm gonna be doing that at work and like laughing, and no one's gonna have any idea of what I'm doing, which is basically my personality anyway. But like, it's super weird. This has been like I've played in a lot of like weird D&D games, but like they're always just like cringy, kind of weird. This has been the first one that was like, oh yeah, everyone just took it super seriously. How weird it was, and that's what killed me. It's so dumb, and I love it.
Yeah.
Grant, what's up with you? What are you up to these days?
I'm up to a lot of stuff. So I'm still producing WebDM's Twitch channel. I have a new show starting on Saturday on the Pro Drama Club, The Dark Side of Mars. You can see a trailer for it on my Twitter at WisePapaGrant. I'm an independent content creator for tabletop role-playing games. I'm going to throw some links in chat. I was a contributor on Villains and Layers on the DM's Guild, the TPK Bestiary, the TPK Handbook Volume 2, and the independent game Reach of Titan, where I designed a Cloud Kraken, which is, they're all pretty cool games. I mostly run and play story games and highly narrative game, but I really love some good old-fashioned D&D, particularly with Eric. I think Eric and I are on the same D&D wavelength where, you know, cat coffee, y'all. Cat coffee.
Yeah. Grant, thank you so much. Yeah, man, this is so much fun. I super enjoy this all the time. This is easily becoming one of my favorite campaigns I've ever ran. It's just truly incredible. Yeah, so I'm Eric. I'm EricVulgaris everywhere. You can catch me playing regular D&D Tuesday mornings. You can catch me playing. I was just on a podcast, so I'm on the latest podcast of the Deadpan Diaries, which is between two streamers, Jeff and Control Robinson, and that Bronze Girl, which is super fun. We're talking about careers today. So I've just had a super busy day of streams, but this is the best nightcap anyone could ever ask for. I love our late night games together. Who knows what's in store for us next week? It's a wild game. I know we're always traveling more towards the west and going down. I wonder if that trend's going to continue the further down we go, because maybe it's just we want to see new stuff. I don't know, but yeah. So we'll be back at the same time next week. So don't go anywhere, and we'll see you then. Bye, everybody.